Something very serious is about to unfold, and I need you to listen closely, my child. This is not just a moment, it is a divine alert. Something huge is coming, and while others remain unaware, I have chosen to whisper it to you. Not everyone is ready for what I'm about to do. Not everyone has the ears to hear or the heart to obey. That is why I am speaking only to you, and I am commanding this. Do not tell your family, do not share this yet. What I'm about to release into your life is too delicate, too sacred, and too easily misunderstood. If you speak before the appointed time, you may find yourself met with resistance, doubt, and distraction. The enemy would love nothing more than to use your own household to delay what I am preparing. That is why I say again, for now, keep this between you and me. I know this sounds unusual. You want to protect your family. You want to involve them. You love them deeply. But this is not about exclusion. It is about preparation. You are not withholding truth from them. You are shielding them from a battle they are not yet ready to fight. There is a war rising in the spiritual realm, and you, my chosen one, have been selected to stand in the gap. I did not choose your neighbor. I did not send this word to a stranger. I sent it to you because I trust you to respond with obedience. You've already felt it, haven't you? The weight in your chest, the uneasiness in your spirit, the dreams that wake you in the night. These are not coincidences. These are the first tremors of what is coming. I showed you the signs, and now I am revealing the reason. Someone in your family is walking dangerously close to a trap set by the enemy. On the surface, everything looks normal, maybe even promising, but underneath it all, there is a scheme being woven in silence. The enemy is crafty. He hides in invitations, in spontaneous decisions, in voices that sound kind but carry poison. He cloaks destruction in light, hoping no one notices until it's too late. But you noticed, you felt the shift. And that's why I'm calling you now. You must not speak prematurely. Do not rush to warn them with your mouth. Warn them with your prayers. Intercede in silence. Fight in secret. The battle begins not with conversation, but with communion. Go into the secret place and cry out to me. Call their name before my throne. Plead the blood of Jesus over their life. Ask for my angels to surround them. Your words in prayer will do more than your words in conversation ever could. My child, this is urgent. Time is moving quickly, and the window to act is narrow. But don't let fear guide you. Let faith lead you. Do not panic. Do not become anxious. Instead, become precise in prayer. Trust that I am speaking to you now because I have already begun to move. The heavens are not silent. I have already dispatched angels. I have already stirred the atmosphere. You are not alone. But I need your voice. I need your cooperation. I need your faith. Obedience is the key to unlocking what comes next. Think of Noah. I told him to build when there was no rain, to prepare when there was no threat. He obeyed me, and because of that, he saved his entire household. This is your ark moment. I am giving you blueprints in secret. Build them with prayer. Strengthen them with worship. Guard them with silence. There is a reason I told you to keep this from your family for now. It is not to isolate you. It is to equip you. If you speak too soon, the message will be misunderstood, the urgency downplayed, the enemy given room to sow confusion. But if you remain still, if you walk with me, I will guide every step. I will reveal the next move. I will show you when it is safe to speak and what to say when the time is right. Until then, intercede. I know the burden feels heavy. I know the responsibility feels great. But you were made for this. I created you for moments just like this. Moments when the spiritual realm collides with the natural, when the unseen requires a response in faith. You were not chosen because you are the strongest. You were chosen because you are willing. And willingness, my child, is what activates my power. So now pause and pray. Call out to me. Say, Lord, I hear you. I will obey. I will stay silent until you tell me to speak. I will intercede until you break through. Your prayer right now, even whispered, shakes the enemy's camp. The devil knows that when one obedient heart prays with authority, every plan he has begins to crumble. You are that heart. You are that voice. You are that shield. This warning was not sent to scare you. It was sent to prepare you. What's coming is not just huge. It is divine. It is part of a heavenly interruption that will protect and redirect. If you obey, not only will this danger be stopped, but a new season will begin. I will elevate your spiritual discernment. I will bring clarity where there has been confusion. I will establish peace where there was tension. But you must obey. Say nothing yet. Stay hidden. Intercede with fire. I am working behind the scenes, and soon you will see what I have already set in motion. And now, if this message is stirring your heart, do not brush it off. Do not scroll past it. This is not entertainment. This is prophecy. Declare your obedience by commenting now, Lord, I will keep silent and intercede. I will obey even when I don't understand. Your statement of faith will activate a heavenly response. You may not see it yet, but the shift has already begun. And in the next part of this message, I will show you just how close the danger is and how I plan to stop it. But only if you obey. My child, you have obeyed me this far, and because of that, I will now reveal what others cannot see. There is a trap, a very specific, carefully crafted trap that has already been set. But unlike the obvious snares of the world, this one is invisible to the natural eye. It is masked in opportunity. It is wrapped in charm. It appears safe, even exciting. But its root is evil, and its goal is destruction. This is why I told you to stay silent. This is why I pressed upon your heart to withhold the details from those you love. Because the enemy is listening too. The very moment you speak what I have not authorized, he rushes to twist it, to plant seeds of confusion, to harden hearts before truth can penetrate. But you are covered, and your obedience has built a barrier around your household that he cannot cross unless invited. That is why prayer is your greatest weapon right now. I want to show you something deeper, something beyond the veil. There is someone close to you, someone in your home, or perhaps someone your heart has carried since childhood, who is about to make a decision. It will seem normal to them, routine, a harmless choice. But to me, it is a crossroads. If they choose the wrong path, it will open doors I never intended. It will welcome spirits that were never supposed to have access. And it could alter not just their journey, but the course of your entire family line. That is why I came to you. That is why I stirred your spirit, disrupted your sleep, allowed that dream to linger when everything else faded. I'm trying to stop something before it begins. But I cannot move unless you act in faith. You've asked me to protect your family. You've begged me to bless them. But blessing requires obedience. And sometimes obedience looks like silence. Sometimes it looks like staying up through the night and warring in the spirit for someone who doesn't even know they're in danger. Sometimes it looks like crying out their name when no one is listening. That's what I need from you now. This next phase is critical. You will feel the pressure increase. You will feel resistance, not just externally, but within. Doubts will whisper. Fatigue will grow. Distractions will come like waves. But all of that is part of the enemy's strategy. He wants to wear you out before the breakthrough. He wants you to believe that your prayer isn't working, that the warning is just in your head. But listen to me. Your obedience is already unraveling the plan of darkness. I sent my angels, and they have taken position. They are hovering near the one in danger, but they are waiting for your voice to activate their next assignment. Heaven responds to faith, and faith is believing what I say, even when you can't see the outcome. Pay close attention over the next 24 hours. You may receive a message. You may overhear a comment. You may notice a subtle shift in that person's behavior, a sudden change of plans, an unusual silence, or a burst of emotion that seems out of character. That's not random. That's your signal. That's confirmation that the battle is real and that your role is necessary. And when you see that sign, don't speak in fear. Don't confront in haste. Return to the secret place. Lay that sign before me and ask, Lord, what do you want me to do next? I will guide you. I will tell you if and when to speak. But until then, continue to cover them with prayer. This is a delicate hour. The enemy is fighting for influence, but I have placed authority in your mouth. Use it wisely. Speak life, not panic. Declare my promises, not your fears. Proclaim deliverance even before it manifests. The battle is real, but the victory is mine. You must now understand something very important. The enemy doesn't just attack people. He attacks bloodlines. He studies patterns. He waits for moments of vulnerability. And when he sees someone ready to make a decision out of emotion, loneliness, or pressure, he strikes. That is what's happening now. But you, my intercessor, you have the power to interrupt that cycle. You have the power to confuse the enemy's timing, to delay his plan, to bring heaven into the chaos. This is why I chose you. This is why I warned you, because I saw what was being formed and I decided to intervene. But I always work through agreement. That's why I need your yes. Say yes to this burden. Say yes to this assignment. Say yes to this season of spiritual vigilance. Because your yes can stop the attack. Your yes can cancel the appointment with destruction. Your yes can rewrite the ending. You may be the only one standing in the gap for this person, but if you stand, I will stand with you. I will send confirmations. I will release angelic help. I will give you peace that surpasses understanding, but you must stay the course. Do not back down when the enemy tries to distract you. Do not become discouraged when things appear unchanged. I am moving, even in silence. I am working, even when you see nothing. The trap has been set, but it will fail if you remain faithful. And now, if this message is stirring something deep within you, don't ignore it. Declare it in the atmosphere. Say out loud, Lord, I will not let this person fall. I will war in silence and trust your timing. Write it in the comments as a sign of your agreement with heaven. I will stand in the gap and protect my family through prayer. This act of faith will shake the realm of darkness. This simple obedience will mark you in the spirit. And in the next part of this revelation, I will expose the enemy's strategy in detail and show you how to destroy it before it takes root. My child, now that you've accepted the burden of silence and stood faithfully in the place of intercession, I must now reveal something more difficult, something darker. The enemy has a blueprint. He has studied your family for generations. He knows the insecurities that run deep. He knows the moments of weakness, the patterns of the past, and the secret fears that no one dares to speak aloud. This is not just a random attack, it is a calculated one. He's been building toward this moment for years, waiting for someone to slip, waiting for someone to take the bait. But I am exposing his plan now so you can break the pattern before it tightens around your family like a noose. There is a cycle the enemy has used before: distraction, deception, division. First, he whispers lies that seem like truth. Then he introduces choices that seem harmless. Then comes the divide. He sows seeds of mistrust, offense, or secrecy. And before anyone realizes what's happening, hearts are hardened, paths are changed, and destinies are derailed. This is what he's doing right now. There's someone in your family who's already hearing the whispers. They're not from me. They are suggestions laced with confusion, dressed in logic, wrapped in urgency. Do it now, they hear. No one will understand, the voice insists. You don't need to ask permission. You don't need to pray. These are not their own thoughts. These are seeds planted by an enemy who has waited for a moment of emotional vulnerability. That's why your silence was so important. If you had spoken too soon, those seeds would have taken root in rebellion. The enemy would have used your concern to spark defiance. But your restraint created space. Your prayers are softening soil that would have otherwise resisted truth. Keep praying, keep listening. I am not done revealing. There is someone connected to your household who has been marked for distraction. They may appear focused, even excited, but behind that smile is a spiritual fog. They are not seeing clearly. You might have noticed it already. Their words are more rushed, their thoughts more scattered, their mood more unpredictable. That is not personality, that is pressure. That is spiritual agitation. The enemy is pressing on them, trying to rush a decision that I never authorized. But here is the truth that terrifies him. You are awake, you are watching, and because of that, the timing of his plan is already off. You've bought heaven time. Your obedience has delayed his access, and now, with just a little more vigilance, you can bring the entire plan to collapse. I want you to begin declaring confusion over the enemy's camp. I want you to speak that every plan formed in darkness will be scattered by light. Say, Lord, confuse the enemy. Let his own traps ensnare him. Let every whispered lie be drowned by your truth. I will honor that prayer. You may feel strange making declarations like that, but you must remember this. You are not wrestling with flesh and blood. You are wrestling with spirits that hate the idea of restoration. You are wrestling with voices that fear unity. You are wrestling with a darkness that saw your obedience and panicked. That's why the pressure has increased. That's why strange things may be happening in your home, in your sleep, in your thoughts. It's not coincidence, it's confirmation. Hell is agitated because you are disrupting their setup. Now, listen closely. Within the next 48 hours, something will shift. A phone call, an email, a sudden change of plans. This will be your signal that the blueprint of the enemy is being edited by my hand. But don't relax yet. Don't assume the danger is gone. This is when the enemy tries one last deception, the counterfeit solution. He will offer an alternative that looks easier, faster, more peaceful. But peace without my presence is a trap in disguise. You must keep praying. You must keep discerning. And when you feel me say, now, you will know what to say and when to say it. Until then, remain still in body but aggressive in spirit. Fast if I lead you. Wake early if I nudge you. I am training your spirit to detect the enemy's fingerprints in places you used to overlook. You are becoming a spiritual gatekeeper, a shield, a watchman on the wall. This is your calling, and I will not let you fail. Declare now in faith, Lord, I reject every counterfeit. I will not be fooled. I will wait for your perfect will. Write it in the comments. Let heaven see your agreement and let the enemy tremble at your resistance. And now, in the next and final part, I will show you how this war ends and what blessing is hidden on the other side of your obedience. Now, my child, you have walked through silence, intercession, and revelation. You've endured the pressure of knowing without speaking, the burden of seeing without sharing, and now comes the final shift. The war is almost over, but this is the most fragile moment. This is where most people stumble, not in the beginning, but at the edge of breakthrough. The pressure intensifies, the enemy panics. He will throw everything he can in these last hours to distract, discourage, and delay. But I am telling you now, stand firm. You are not losing your mind. You are not overreacting. You are sensing a shift in the heavens, and it is real. The one you've been praying for is moments away from a divine detour. What the enemy meant for harm, I am now about to use for good. That trip they were planning, that meeting they were considering, that invitation they were drawn to. Watch closely. I am about to interrupt it. You will see something unusual, maybe a delay, maybe a cancellation. maybe a conversation that comes out of nowhere. That's me. That's my intervention. You prayed and I responded, but you must seal it. The spiritual atmosphere is like soft soil right now. It's ready to receive, but it's also vulnerable. The enemy will still try to plant doubt in the final moment. He'll try to convince your family member to go through with it anyway. He'll use logic, he'll use emotion, but your authority can override the enemy's suggestion. Open your mouth and declare again, Lord, override every false path. Cancel every plan that does not come from you. Say it now. Whisper it, shout it, speak it until peace returns. Because peace will return. That heaviness you've carried, it's lifting. That cloud of confusion, I'm breaking it. That fear that kept you up at night, I'm replacing it with clarity. And in its place, I am planting something new. Direction, peace, restoration. The danger is being dismantled, but more than that, your obedience has unlocked a new chapter. Because you chose silence when you could have spoken, I will now speak where you were silent. I will begin to stir their heart directly. They will feel the weight shift. They may not even understand why, but something in them will hesitate, will question, will pause. That's me. You stood in the gap, and I built a bridge. Your obedience has shifted the timeline. Your intercession has secured the inheritance. Your willingness to war quietly has unlocked a public victory. Now prepare for restoration. You will see joy return to your home. You will see clarity come to your loved one. And you will feel relief like a wave of light crashing through the darkness. Now, declare this as a final seal. I stood in silence. I warred in prayer. And now I receive divine victory. Write it in the comments now. Let all of heaven see your faith. And if this message has confirmed what you felt in your spirit, don't walk away silently. Click subscribe and turn on the notification bell. God is not finished revealing. This was just the beginning. Stay ready, stay watching. Your obedience has just changed everything.